Imagine this, a father battling cancer for 3 quiet years, concealing the pain behind a facade of composure. Then suddenly, on August 6, 2025, the world receives a cryptic message from Kelly Clarkson, a postponement of her Las Vegas shows, and an unexplained pause. Fear sets in. The next day, the news hits hard. Brandon Blackstock, the talent manager, ex-husband, and father, is gone. 48 years old. Dead quietly in the arms of family. A life extinguished. A story that begs to be told. Brandon Blackstock was no ordinary man. Raised partly under the wings of Reba McEntire after she married his father, Narvel Blackstock, he grew up amid country music royalty. Despite a later divorce between Reba and Narvel, Reba always held Brandon in her heart as her own, saying, "Although he's my stepson, I still love him like he's my blood." In 2006, at an Academy of Country Music Awards rehearsal, destiny intervened. A future superstar met a future husband. Kelly Clarkson recalled, "I'm gonna end up with him. I know it." They reconnected in 2012, marrying in 2013. Their union inspired Kelly's deeply personal song, Piece by Piece, a testament to the healing power of Brandon's love amid early heartbreak. Beyond love, Brandon thrived professionally, first managing Blake Shelton, then Kelly Clarkson herself. He co-managed her career while raising 2 children, daughter River Rose, born 2014, and son Remington, 2016. Their life together created the illusion of calm, domestic bliss, grounded in shared ambition. But beneath the music industry glamour, fissures widened. In 2020, Kelly filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Their split was messy, public, and painful. By 2022, the divorce was finalized, complete with contentious legal battles over managerial roles and finances. A labor commissioner later ruled Brandon had illegally overstepped as manager, ordering him to pay Kelly over $2.6 million. Yet despite the bitterness, they navigated co-parenting with dignity. Kelly maintained a fierce protective stance toward their children. In interviews, she shared the emotional toll. "Sometimes my children would say, 'I just really sad. I wish mommy and daddy were in the same house. But you are so loved by both of us.'" This sensitive approach kept their children at the center, even when love was gone. What the public didn't know, Brandon was inside a private war. For more than 3 years, he battled cancer, ultimately revealed to be melanoma in silence. A diagnosis that came, sources say, after the divorce. Kelly never flinched. She postponed her Las Vegas studio sessions residency to be present for their children. "At this moment, I need to be fully present for them," she said. Her words, though brief, terraformed the landscape of speculation and concern. In March 2025, family joy rippled across social media. At the Houston rodeo, Brandon, smiling, relaxed, stood with Reba McEntire, Kelly's ex-husband's family, and the kids. Reba, whose bond with him never wavered, was there. A final moment of togetherness. On August 6, 2025, Kelly dropped the bombshell. She was postponing shows for a family reason. Hours later, the truth surfaced. Brandon had died peacefully, surrounded by loved ones, after a 3-year battle with cancer. He was just 48. The news shattered. Fans and celebrities flooded social media with grief and condolences. Kelly, visibly devastated, balanced grief with strength. Sources described her as devastated for the kids, a mother shattered by loss. Shelby Blackstock, Brandon's brother, spoke for a family in pain. "Words cannot begin to capture the tremendous loss our family has endured. Brandon irreplaceable, he taught me so much. I'll feel your presence." Throughout it all, the Blackstock family closed ranks, clinging to memories. Reba, still grieving, shared bonds that outlasted separation. "I don't consider Brandon's stepchildren. I claim them. All this love transcended title and divorce, a testament to emotional family architecture beyond bloodlines." Emotionally, the story unraveled public facades. Kelly continuing her talk show and preparing for Las Vegas amid personal hurricane. Reba, world-class performer, processing private sorrow. Brandon, facing mortality alone from the public eye. There's a painful tension, 3 years of private battle, months of decline, a glimmer at the rodeo, then silence, then news. That arc, hope, denial, finality, is suffused with heartbreak. Kelly pulled back from fame at a defining moment, all for love of her kids and ex-husband, despite past wounds. At its core, this is a story about love surviving under the weight of death and discord. Kelly's choice to prioritize her kids as Brandon died. Reba's steadfast love. Even amid divorce, blame, and legal wounds, family endured. Brandon's legacy is not fame or fights, but love. A father, a son, a manager, a conflicted partner, who, in the end, was remembered for grace, for presence. A quiet resilience under scrutiny. Here's a man who managed stars, but his final act was being present for his family. This narrative of love fractured, illness hidden, and final redemption haunts and heals. We feel every stolen smile at the rodeo, every word postponed, every moment of motherly agony, and every tear. And in the end, a peace that death finally brings. As the lights fade on Brandon Blackstock's final chapter, we are left with more than headlines and heartbreak. We're left with a reminder that behind every public life lies a private war. A war fought in silence, in shadows, and in the quiet moments between family. His story is not just about loss, but about love that survived through distance, pain, and time. Here at Dark Case Archives, we uncover the stories that linger, the ones that stay with you long after the final word. From the glamorous stages of the music world to the unseen struggles fought behind closed doors, these tales reveal the raw truths we're often not meant to see. If this story moved you, if you believe every life has a hidden chapter worth telling, join us. Subscribe to Dark Case Archives and walk with us into the untold, the unforgettable, and the chillingly human.